Okay, hello. Welcome to another live stream. Give me a moment whilst I set up the music playlist, if I can find it. Uno momento. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, cool. Shuffle. Let me know if the audio obviously is too loud versus me. I'm just going to quickly do some Discord type of things. I've turned it down a wee bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. Slowly but surely getting my way around YouTube stuff. There we go. See, look at that. We even have the chat window embedded inside the overlay, which is also new. I hope that you can see that. Yeah, can we get rid of that? Is that a thing that we can do? Is that? No, it's not. I'd really like to get rid of that random grey message that appears at the bottom of the screen, but you know, it just sits there. Okay, hello. Welcome back to another Wednesday evening. Did it announce that we were live? Did it announce that we were going live? Nope. Yup. Yes, it did. It did announce that we're going live. Happy days. Okay, so what we are working on is essentially I really like this song in particular. Put it away though, because it's going to be hella distracting for me. Save, go away, and then I can actually talk to you about what we're doing. So, if you haven't seen what we're up to, then feel free to go check out the video that was put up at the weekend, which kind of announces what the challenge is that we will kind of be doing. Essentially, to give you the long story short, or the TLDR, basically my brother and I have agreed to paint over the course of the year 2,000 points of an army each. He has Nids, I have Dark Angels, and essentially every quarter you pledge 500 points or thereabouts, slightly over, sometimes slightly less based on how much the points of the minis are. and you aim to get those painted over the course of the 3-month period that you are currently in. The minis I'll be painting for the first quarter are, excuse this guy, he's mostly armless. This is Apothecary Biologus. His bits are over there. I just have taken them apart for easier access. The goal is to make them tabletop standard, but I'm trying to paint mine a bit better. My brother's relatively new to the hobby, so given that I've been painting for a longer time, I'm going to try and up the ante for my stuff a little bit. But yeah, basically it's the Apothecary Biologus, still not 100% on how to pronounce that, and also the Combat Patrol for the Dark Angels, the slightly controversial one to some people, which is the Captain in Gravis armor, this chap. Then you have 3 Blade Guard veterans, these guys. You have 10 Intercessors, which is these guys. And then you have 5 Hellblasters, which is these guys. So as you can see, they're in various stages of completion. None of them are finished. This week I have mostly been working on the Gravis Captain, where I've been essentially putting down the base colours, adding washes and whatnot, and hopefully you can see it in there. I have started the edge highlighting. You can sort of see, here, let me get this so it's a bit easier to see, one of my older, slightly more manky brushes. So yeah, basically he's got a can you see that okay? I don't think you can. Does that help a bit better? Kind of. So yeah, basically I've started doing the edge highlighting on him. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the little light thing that's on this camera. I don't want to have too much from there. Yeah, so you can kind of see the shoulders, had some trim done. I've started doing the layering on the cloak. In fact, you can see it a bit better here. So we've got like the dark, deep purple rising up to Screamer Pink. On the flip side, you've got the darker bit of the cloak. So essentially, he is, once glued, going to look a little bit more like, a little bit more like that. And there's still loads to do, but here's what I have been working on, and you can see a bit more. See some of the lines being developed there. There are still at least 2 more stages of edge highlighting to do on these, but we've got the sort of the, I don't want to say mid-tone, but we've got the kind of halfway between the base colour and the mid-tone down. I also today acquired some new paint. My first time using these are from the Duncan Rhodes set. Essentially this is the Dark Angels triad of paint. So you have the equivalent to the Caliban Green, this one is the equivalent to Warpstone Glow, and then this is the equivalent to Remove Green. The only one that at a glance doesn't quite look the same is the Emerald Green, but we'll see. And they have quite a satisfying, I think there's like a ball bearing or something inside it. There's definitely something moving around when I shake it, so that's pretty cool. Now, goals for today, I would say, are to start getting some more colour down on some of the other models. I'd really like to get the golds down on Blade Guard. We've done quite a lot of work on shields, so the shields are looking pretty sweet. But looking at the models themselves, there's a lot of kind of accent stuff to be done. There's a lot of, and pretty much metallics, I think, is left to be done on these guys. So I could just focus on that. As for this chap, again, he's just got silvers to put down, and then I can start highlighting him. So I might do some more of that. We've got a couple of hours. We're going to be chopping and changing around. Have a new sheet of paper in my wet palette because my previous one was looking particularly gross. And I'm just going to chill out. I'm going to listen to some music. And I'm going to paint some models. I haven't decided yet with the Blade Guard if I want to do the silvered weapons or if I want to kind of go with that like airbrush effect. Trying to see if I can get an example to sort of show you, but they're all kind of hidden. I don't think they give you a good image reference inside the instructions. This is the images I'm referring to. So you can see the blades here and here are kind of just metal. So that's the reference we've been using for everything else. So I might just carry on and just put some paint on the models. Music is a little low. Thank you. Loud. Okay. Is that better? Yeah, I wasn't sure how loud or it was. So thank you. Yep, cool. Thank you. So the good place for reference, if you were unaware, is the GDub's website itself. They have particularly good pictures of their models. There is like a whole gallery, especially for this. So I'm going to just pull up the gallery and we're going to have a little look through and see what is supposed to go where based on the art that they have done. Okay, so silver essentially is belt buckles, certain pouches, trim on the pistols and the blades. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with. There's a bit of accent on the helmet, chains, and yeah, okay. So you can see on this chap that we've actually done some of the silvers already. So what I'm saying about the trim is that the backpack is there, that's silvered, the weapon accents are silvered, this jewelry's silvered. Let me just check that. No, that's gold. That's also gold. That's silver. Yeah, this guy's pretty much been silvered up. The exception of that, although I think I'm going to pick that little... Oh, hello. There we are. This here, sorry. And then I'm just going to paint this little whatever it is in black. And then maybe I should get started with the gold and just finish him off. What do you think? I think we could do that actually. because we've been doing a lot of stuff here. This is the other one that we've been kind of focusing a little bit on, and he's starting to look pretty good. But that's mostly base colors, with the exception of kind of like, you know, you can see it a bit better there. He's kind of got the let's use this fat brush, by the way. It's old and crappy. So you can see kind of like the green around the edges. Hopefully you can sort of just about make out there's like a clear line of a slightly lighter tone around most of the edges, kind of just highlighting those really. You can see a bit more in the crook of the shoulder there, but it's more apparent on this one. It's also all over his face and all over his backpack as well. And we also have his cloak. Just needs some very bright, vibrant pinks to go over the top of that kind of burgundy to purple transition. Excuse me. And then you also have, you can sort of see the trim a bit more on this, just helping to define some of these edges and around there. It's starting to look alright. That is Runelord Brass. That is not the gold that I have been using. Excuse me. If you would like me to explain anything as I'm going through, please feel free to ask. I'm always happy to go off on a tangent, as you full well know. And as always, the child is around, so if you hear random child noises in the background, sorry, it's kind of bath and, excuse me, bedtime for her, so things are a little bit more active in the house. Pop some of that gold on there. A little Retributor armor, which is not my favorite gold, if I'm honest. In fact, my favorite gold isn't even a gold at all. It's actually a very bright brass color. Which might sound weird, but it's just the way it comes out. Do I have an example I can show you? Kind of. So this is another model that I haven't touched in a long time. You can kind of see all of the trim. It's another white model, so the brightness is going to be a bit skewed. But most of the armor trim is kind of, it has this like faded brass color, which also reads as gold. And that's my favorite. Unfortunately, these guys call for something a little bit different, a more brighter gold. Frustratingly so, right. I am fast running out of space here, so I'm trying to get into a position where I can actually like hold stuff and take paint and have you sort of see what's happening. So let's just get stuck in paint. And show. Also, I haven't quite figured out how to get the notification settings pop up in Studio yet. I kind of, if I'm honest, was working on overlays instead this week. But it is a vast improvement already from last week's stream,
where it was just back to basics.
For which I apologise for.
It was our workaround for the fact that Streamlabs OBS is a pain in the ass. We made it work, kind of. So how was your day off, Sass? You been up to much? Just Fallout Day? I had a big old vent line when I got home. I don't want to go into too much specifics.
Otherwise it will set me off on another. Ooh.
Have you decided what race you're going on Sundays? I must admit, I'm kind of looking forward to getting to play in a game again. It is a rare treat.
Also, Hella enjoyed. Oh, okay.
I see you, tiefling. Okay.
Wait, Way of the Noble Oath. Oh, Paladin? Okay.
No. We have quite the interesting group makeup, I think. Well, I say that the group makeup in itself is pretty standard, I think. Fighter, cleric, wizard, paladin.
I look up from the ground to see your sad and teary eyes. You look away from me.
I get the feeling that Sis is going to be somewhat neutral leaning in their vibes, shall we say. I have no idea what Sammy's doing in terms of her stuff.
A light armored Dexidid? Oh, okay. Okay. Is Dexedin a thing now? Is that a thing?
So I still look back at all the messages you'd sent, and I know it wasn't right, but it was fucking with my head. And everything deleted.
Does that mean ranged weapon?
And when I touched your face, I could tell you're moving on. But it's not the fact that you kissed him yesterday, it's the feeling of betrayal that I just can't seem to shake. And everything I know tells me that I should walk away, but I just wanna stay. And my friend said,
Very, very cool.
Nope.
Okay.
nothing heals the past like time, and they can't steal the love you're born to find. But nothing heals the past like time, and they can't steal the love you're born to find.
I might need to swap to a smaller brush.
To get right into more bards among. Okay. Okay.
And I'm assuming the genie thing means you're not following a god per se, you're just following a genie, or although maybe a powerful genie that's basically a god. Is that how that works?
I haven't really looked at Paladin, to be honest, too much.
This night is cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away. From the kitchen to the bathroom sinking, your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly.
Dionysus? Okay, yep.
I think Titans count as well, if that helps.
Right, give me a second. This is annoying me now.
Sorry, Gravis Captain, but you are getting popped off for a moment. You can go sit over there.
Cool skin, drag my feet on the tile as I'm walking down the corridor. And I know we haven't talked in a while, so I'm looking for an open door. Don't cut me
There we
down,
go. So I was just attaching him to a handle. It just makes it easier to kind of, you know, pivot it around and stuff.
through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me
Golden.
down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down, let me down, down, let me down, down, let me down. If you wanna
there being a vineyard. Yeah, okay. Is Dionysus the Greek one and Bacchus is the Roman version of it? Because I know there's like a lot of crossover, and names are literally like only slightly different. The blah blah blah, and the names are kind of the only real differentiator, but they're basically the same for the most part.
Is it late enough for you to come and stay over? 'Cause we're free to love, so tease me. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Magic is in the air, there ain't no science here, so come get your everything. I made no promises, I can't do golden rings, but I'll give you everything. Magic is in the air.
Sounds like we're about to be invaded.
She's got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, so her voice is kind of a little bit gravelling for a 6-year-old.
Hello, princess. Hello.
Hello.
You smell very pretty.
Yay.
Wow. Can I help you? You know, there's nobody to listen to, darling. And that's so I can hear you. Right, what's up? You going to bed? Okay, so you just need to give me a kiss and a cuddle. Okay. Sorry, chat. 2 seconds. Say goodnight to chat if you want.
Good night.
Good girl.
Wait, I need to get to that part.
What part?
The light gray part.
Yeah, it's not that one that you need. And the bit that you're talking through is this bit at the bottom.
What?
See?
Huh? I talked so.
Yep, there you go.
Hey.
Now, get your monkey butt up to bed.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Bye.
Sass says goodnight, Lucy. Yeah. Sounding significantly less like she's got a sore throat, funnily enough. Suspicious. Very, very suspicious. Also, thank you for a good game yesterday. I had a lot of fun. I thought the game was great last night, actually, if I'm being perfectly honest. Really good game. Work today, however, was so dull. It's so quiet at the moment. Literally like searching for shit to do. I need to get used to painting on camera like this, because I'm kind of like all over the place, and that needs to kind of stop. It needs to stop.
I feel your love and I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is our four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think
I think as well, I might, whilst we're trying to, you know, push limits and whatnot with painting these guys, is on.
So on the parchment bit here, we're gonna try and do some text. It's not easy.
I have done it before. Let me get an example.
If I can find it. No, I know where it is, but it's more that I don't really pay attention to it whilst I'm concentrating on trying to do like the painting bit. Which probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's easy to kind of just get into, like, if I keep my hands here, then in theory I should have my hands braced, the model should be centered, but it's when I start doing this and then I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna paint this bit over here, and oh, I'm just gonna, and it's like the slightest movement is putting me off the camera. No, where did I put my sister's stuff? Where? There, right there. Right in front of me.
So, I don't know if I've shown you this before. Sorry, she's a little bit dusty.
So, here's someone I painted before. This is a character called Morven Val. I'm pretty proud of her. She's kind of like a main character in that. But if you see, let me turn this down a bit. But we have, so we have, says on this shoulder, Veritas, and then on the back here, God, I can't remember what it is. Well, that's that. But I did lots of other details as well, which I don't know if it's going to show up or not all that well. So there's some like scribbly bits on the parchment. There's like a red seal on there. It also says on her gauntlet there, Fidem. It's not going to zoom in all that well on this though. Here, I know, I can maybe fix this. Hang on. So if I do this, I might not like it when it does it, but we'll see.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars,
Right,
feeling
focus
like a
on
pop
that.
star.
There you go. So it says Fidem on there. And I don't even know what I've put there. Imperium? No. It's like Glorious or something. Glory, I don't know. But there. Anyway, As you can see, it says Veritas there. Now that was really hot. Like, that's my nail. So that just gives you an idea of how small small that is. That's why it looks a bit hard to figure out on there. I don't know. But yes, I was very. Maybe you can see the parchment bit on that a bit better now as well. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. There's the little scroll with the little bit of stuff on the thing. You can see it on the thing there as well. Again, that's my thumb. So it's like tiny details. It's very fine. Like, it's very hard to do, and I've only really done it a few times. But I want to push myself a little bit with the project, you know. So we'll see. But I'd like to do some more of that. Let me just pop. Oh shit! Nearly dropped her. Let me just pop her back. I'd like to get around to painting my sisters at some point, actually. In fact, I'd like to get around to painting all my stuff. There's just not enough time. Just not enough time. I am getting distracted. I'm going to take a little chug. And then I'm going to get back to it. Use my brushes. And come over here. Make some space. Gross. The amassed layers of paint inside my paint water is peeling like sun-bleached skin. It's not nice. Although, hey, it's going to be clean again afterwards, I guess, so, you know, there's that. What were we doing? We were putting gold on this. It's not like me to get so distracted and sidetracked. Like, what's happening? Yeah, it's not a nice thing to think about, is it? If there was any more reason to never drink your own paint water, there's another one to add to the list. People do drink their own paint water, usually by accident, sometimes for dares. Want to paint a bit more of the shoulder, but I need to be super careful not to tarnish the bone. Because it's not just bone, it's
Also bone that's been oil washed, so it's a pain in the ass to kind of go back and get back to where it is. Mistakes happen, but
Yeah. There are literally you can get cups out there that are like, drink this one, don't drink this one. It's literally for paint water.
And I guarantee you people still drink it. Because you get so focused on what you're doing that you kind of lose track. The amount of times I've cleaned my paintbrush off in my
Coffee or my tea. God, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's the thing.
It's gross, but it happens. Okay. It's looking not too bad. Face colour's down. Need to do this shoulder now. And the halo on the back. And his little thingy there on his arm. But that's pretty much base gold done. Once we've done that, you know, another thing that's really hard to do, eyes. I hate it. so I tend to, if possible, default to helmeted options.
But I figured I could have at least one in this group who doesn't have a helmet. I'll show you why in just a second. I am absolutely melting, by the way.
Pretty sure Sammy has the heating on full whack at the minute.
Because Lucy's just out the bath. God damn.
God damn if it don't melt me. Why I hate eyes? I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you why I hate eyes. So here's a model I painted a while ago, right? There you go, focusing. And I was like, you know what? He looks cool, right? Let's try and do some cool stuff. So I did, and it looks alright from that angle. And then you kind of look, he's looking okay, and now he just looks like he's fucking excited, scared. I don't know what face he's pulling there. But that's, I mean, well, you can just see how small, how small that is. And it doesn't look too bad. I'm just hypercritical. It looks okay from like a side on, but when he's looking straight on, it's like, surprise! Or here's Johnny, like that kind of vibe. Which is why I much prefer doing things like lenses. Yeah. Or, well, actually, I did do some lenses on him. He's got his helmet on the, like, attached to his hip. So, yeah. He's my one of my custom chapters. Like, he's not an official one. And then, yeah, you can see his funky lenses. I tried to do, this was like one of my first goes at doing text. Well, again, like, to give you an idea, here's my fingernail when it focuses, and there's how small the lens is, and the lens is easy. The lens is absolutely easy in comparison to this guy. And then look at the fucking dot that is his eyeball. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that in his face, but the eyes are tiny in there. Look again. There's my finger. Just it's teeny tiny. I could show you some more examples, but if I did that, I'd probably use up more of the hour that I have left. So let's just get back to doing what we're supposed to do. I usually try to get the eyes out of the way early on when I'm doing stuff, if I'm trying to do eyes, because it's easier to fix like the stuff around it than it is to fix eyes if you fuck them, like them up at the ends. It's why I have only done like a little bit of like the lenses and stuff. You can see I've just put the base colors in. Even on this chap, who I would say is probably my most progressed so far.
I'm starting to think that it might be an idea to shift all of the streaming software I do onto OBS Studio from Streamlabs. Once I can figure out how to get all of like the alerts and everything going, because it's a much smoother, much nicer program, essentially. I'm hoping that there is a simple way to just import all of the stuff that I've got for the streams straight over, and if so, happy days, it will just be nice and straightforward. But if there isn't, I might have to spend the weekend fixing things. All the reviews I've been reading basically say Streamlabs OBS is good, but it uses up a lot more resources, and it's good for more beginner friendly stuff, whereas OBS Studio is kind of easier to, once you know what you're doing, it's easier to use, it uses less resources, you can do a lot more with it. Being able to switch between different YouTube channels to stream is not hidden behind a paywall, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, XSplit was good. I can't say I've used it for a very long time, but I recall it being good. Oh no. What did it do?
Conversion software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub.
2 seconds. No, I don't want to hear myself. I saw that you said I was a big fan of XSplit.
Interesting. To butt face? What, you mean this? Yeah, he's not a pretty boy. Not by any stretch. I think it was just YouTube being funny. I don't know. I'm not seeing issues. Well, that it's helmet on the back. Oh, this guy. What's wrong with his face? I think his face looks alright. He's just got a slightly wonky eye. Or do you mean the fact that his helmet is hanging off his butt? Is that what you... Yeah, okay, I'm with you. My bad. Listen, it's been a long day, okay?
Did you see the latest Doomsday thing?
No.
So, on the Marvel YouTube channel, they have a playlist which basically announcing the characters that are coming in the Avengers Doomsday. And the recent one, so they did a bunch, like the original
Professor X from the X-Men films. So Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, Magneto, and also I can't remember his name, but the guy who played Cyclops, they were featured in one of it. So they've been kind of like tapping into all of the different areas. So the OG X-Men, if you like, will be in it. And you get like a short clip that sort of shows what's going on, and it says such and such will be returning in Avengers Doomsday, and the one today was basically the Wakandans and what's his name, Namor. So it's been pretty cool.
So yes, if you do like your Marvel and you also kind of enjoyed some of the earlier ones.
Oh, it was also the new Fantastic Four were there as well.
I was trying to remember. I was like, who else was it? There was definitely somebody else that was in it, and it was them.
Sorry for the dodgy angle. I'm just getting into a very difficult to reach area at the moment. Yeah, same.
Don't get me wrong, some of the more recent DC stuff has been alright. I quite like the new Batman. I enjoyed the Penguin series. I haven't seen the new Superman yet. Honestly, low-key disappointed that they didn't bring Cavill back. But it is what it is.
You really like the new one? Yeah, I haven't seen it. Though I have been watching, what's it called? Superman and Lois, which is surprisingly good if you have yet to partake. You know, I really want to go back and finish, like, this sounds weird to say. You know what I'm going to do? I've done some gold. I'm going to mix it up. Yeah. Things can take themselves a little bit too seriously sometimes, I think. In my humblest of opinions. Hold on to your butts. We're about to do some edge highlighting. I'm still getting used to doing this again. I haven't really done too much edge highlighting recently. But we're going to give it a bash.
Give it a bash.
Right, is that showing up a bit better on him now? Hopefully.
My love, could you please turn the heating off?
You had it right. Focus on him. good. It's getting there.
I do my best to get it on camera, but it's not the easiest. I might have also got my mix slightly wrong. It's possible. No, it's looking right.
Cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. And you shouldn't even care about those noses in the air and the crooked stairs. Come on, my finger is on the button.
Oh wait, weird thing.
My finger is on the button.
Edge is always trying to be like, hello, hi, I exist, you can use me. I'm just as good as Chrome and everything else, I promise. Deceiver.
Cause you woke up in the morning with initiative to move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. And you shouldn't even care about those noses in the air and the crooked stairs.
Apologies for the slight obscuring here. Some areas are just really awkward to get to. So, what are your plans for the rest of the week? I guess you're working tomorrow, right? Slap back to reality real hard. Work. Yes. Zug, zug.
Oh?
Are you doing anything with the vacation? I can't remember if you said anything about this or not. My first vacation of the year is not until February. Which in fairness isn't all that far away.
Ties in with school holidays, doing fuck all. Fair. You've earned it. You have earned it. I mean, you say you're doing fuck all. I'm pretty sure there will be much fallout. Oh yeah.
Think of all that character prep time you'll have as well. I don't think Sammy's even got me a picture of her character yet. Just straight up slacking.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what those are. Brain ain't braining. Oh, okay, Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, obviously. Yeah, yeah.
I remember when New Vegas came out, actually. It was when I was studying for my degree. There was a guy in my class who was fucking obsessed. Like,
so obsessed he ended up getting the collector's edition with the fucking poker chip and all that shit. Spending all his bursary. Spending all his bursary on it. He literally lived off of fucking bread for the rest of the month. Not sure if worth. Tea, please, my love. Oh god, no. I don't think it was worth it at all. Can you see the edges on the boots being picked up a little bit? Yeah, that's not a bad little look. So what I'm doing is, you can see like here, there's kind of like the dark bit of the paint remains, and then I'm going around the edge of stuff, just defining it a bit better.
It's subtle at this point, but it will be less so soon.
If I remember correctly, though, New Vegas was a good game.
Like, I mean, the Fallout games, generally speaking, are pretty good, but
Yeah. Oh, really?
what is it about the controls that you don't like? Or are you not sure?
Fair enough.
I'm assuming there's insufficient kind of flexibility in the controls to be able to tailor them to how you want.
Oh, okay. You could do that, but, you know, that's effort, right? Effort.
Sorry, being quiet. Concentration is real. Sammy's been playing,
It's like an observation type game.
it's called what, sorry? Observation what? It's simply called Observation Duty. Yeah, basically you're looking out for stuff on security cameras, spotting
Differences, essentially.
it's like a spot the difference but in like real time. So you'll flick through all the cameras and there might be like a slight coloration difference, or there might be fucking
Supernatural creatures just jigging away, or the walls might have moved subtly, like 2 foot back or something. It's on Steam, and it's pretty cool. Or as you're flicking through the cameras, one of them might just suddenly disappear, so you'd be missing a camera, and that's what's like. So you have to basically figure out what's changed as you flick through. And if you miss it, I think you get you fail basically, right? Like,
Drowning deep in my sea of loathing, broken your servant I name. It seems what's left of my
but it's very cool,
side is slowly changing.
especially if you like that kind of like attention to detail thing.
Looking at my
She's pretty shit hot with that.
reflection. When suddenly it changes, violently it changes. Oh no, there is no turning back now. You've woken up the demon. The enemy. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. So wake up your hate and the devil with the mate. Get up, come on, get
Yeah,
down with
hang
the
on.
sickness. You mother, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You get up, come on, get down with the sickness. And this is the gift that has been given to me. I can see inside
Ooh, wow, Space Marine 2 is on sale, 60% off. Steam, you saucy devil. I won't put it in the chat, but I will. I've never heard of it. Oh wait, I was just looking at it. I hear you. It's alright. You're on holiday, right? Kind of. Stay off. Don't need to engage your brain for that. Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say, that's wild.
X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out and stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if you did. Damn right, and I do it again. Cause I am life, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy.
It actually, like, as I'm walking past, I'll be like, oh yeah, that looks sus. That's definitely changed. Make her use up her stuff. But it can be quite subtle changes, like lighting differences, or like the painting shifted slightly.
You only get so many chances.
There's a guy called, I think he did it.
I might be lying. I want to say that the guy called the Mighty Jingles did it, but you're better off just having
Having a look at the intro video thing on Steam to get kind of a feel for how it works.
Against me, me against you. Whatever, whenever, nigga, fuck you gon' do. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Only nigga that you know who can chill. Come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Niggas wanna fight me, fight these kids. I put in work and it's all for the kids. These cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we blowing.
Where you think you're going, baby?
We gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. We gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you.
Call me maybe.
We gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Give it to you. He gon' give it to you. We gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon'
Complexities in keeping track of everything.
Boy, you came into my life, I missed you so bad.
And there's a whole bunch of them with different environments and stuff.
I know I got them down in the green, give them love and they give it back. Talk too much for too long. Don't give up, they're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to niggas that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down what you stand for.
Maybe.
We're gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. We're gonna rock, till we gonna fall. Till we let it pop, don't let it go.
You know what? I think it's about time. Apologize, but I haven't listened to this for a long, long time, and I think we should have a little listen to some Leo. Because it's been a while.
It's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet to go over everything. They say time's supposed to heal, yeah, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello from the other side. I must have come 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the other side. At least I can say that I'm trying to tell you I'm sorry.
I'm almost done with this leg. At least this color. Then we go a shade lighter, and then we go even lighter, covering less and less area. Meanwhile, I believe Sam has literally
Put paint on like 3 carapaces. So the stuff that he's painting is are called Tyranids, and they're kind of like the Zerg from StarCraft. So like bugs, organic monster gribbly type things. But he's literally done like not very much. So he might have a very busy couple of months coming up.
Although, in fairness to him, he is not trying to paint them to the same level that I'm doing, so he could be done quite quickly with his.
It's only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:35. The moonlight wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation.
Again,
I stopped an old man along
trying
the
to
way.
concentrate, so it does mean I'm engaging my brain cell to kind of focus as opposed to chit-chatting. But feel free to fire any questions you've got or anything like that at me. I will do my best to answer them as best I can. And as some of you can attest, I have a tendency to go into detail with things. Bit
Dogs growl in the night. I stay all restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's
There's some of you out there that may be watching that would be quite happy to start dragging things through the dirt.
I seek to cure what's deep inside. Fighting all this thing that I become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I miss the raised down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never
Hi guys, thanks for checking out my video. I just want to say
City's breaking down on a camel's back. They just have to go cause they don't know whack. So all you feel the streets is appealing to see. You won't get out of county cause you're bad and free. You got a new horizon, it's ephemeral style. A melancholy town where we never smile. And all I wanna hear is the message beep. My dreams, they gotta catch me cause I don't get sleep, no.
Some of these angles are horrible to get to. Horrible. But it's starting to look right. Yeah, edge highlighting is unfortunately it's not the most interesting thing to observe, but it's important.
Ladies, ponies, at the track. It's my chocolate attack. I'm stepping in the heart of this shit. Can't been looking in the heart of this shit. Watch me as I gravitate. Yo, we gon' ghost town, this small town. We Joe sound. You in the blink, gun bite to dust. Can't fight with us. We Joe sound. You kill the ink, so don't stop. Get it until you get it. Now watch the way I navigate. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
The time does fly.
Windmill for the land, turn forever hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride.
I was saying to Sam, I was like, I'm gonna have 2 hours of painting every week, and it's gonna be plenty of time to, you know, get stuff done and help keep me on track. And I'm like, wow, 2 hours does not give you as much as I thought. Not when you're detailing anyway. But it does all add up.
Tedious as fuck. Yeah, but I mean, it does. Hello, concentrate, fucking focus, camera. There you go. It does help. Yeah, let me see if I can really bring it in close. So it's not look like you can see on the shoulder it's starting to bring up, and you can see kind of on its belly, like the edge of the paneling has like a bit more definition. It does help improve it. Obviously this isn't the best light to be concentrating on it. It doesn't give it off as well as, you know, a proper light setup in a little turntable kind of view, which I will probably put up at some point, probably when it's finished. But I mean, that's what can we use as an example? Let's see. So that's a dude basically without, and he's a bit shiny. And then you have once a matte spray's been applied and then kind of the edges picked out, you can definitely see that there's a lot more definition on this guy. And the goal is essentially to get him up to a similar level to like this guy, so that all the panels and everything are very clearly defined. So yeah, that's the goal. It's definitely getting there, but it's slow going. It's get even slower soon when I start doing the next color, which has to be painted inside the lines that I'm currently painting. That's a thing. That is a thing. So it's alright. I only have to do this on like another, for this quarter, another, what, 15 green guys, 1 white guy, and then 3 bone guys. Right? It's fine. It's fine. I don't hate myself, I promise. I mean, it's unfortunate. It's what you do if you want to have your models look good. Like, don't get me wrong, models can still look good when they're painted to like a basic standard. Like, if I'm being perfectly honest, if I was just wanting to sort of paint them to play with, kind of, you could almost leave, you don't need to do all the edge highlighting. You'd literally just pick out the colors on the model, much like kind of this guy. Like, he looks perfectly good enough to play with, right? But he doesn't have that same level of sort of detail or definition that the others are gonna have. In fact, I can give you a better example before we wrap up for the evening. So I'm currently working on some stuff for the recently released box game called Warhammer Quest Darkwater. Let me pop him up there. Shift him over to the side. Oh, knock him over because I'm an idiot. Right. So keep in mind some of these aren't like, oh my god, finished properly yet. Yeah, this guy's had a little bit more work done. But there's not much difference. So this guy, I would say, is getting close to playable. It just needs a little bit more stuff done on him. And he looks perfectly fine to play with. But then this guy, I've started to do a little bit more shading on. I've picked out a few details on the highlights. And between the two of them, this guy looks a lot grimier, a lot better. You know, you can see a comparison on the shawl colours there. Like, the green's got a lot more detail to it. The cloth's got a lot more detail to it. The scrapping's got a lot more detail. Like, there's not a huge amount of difference between these two, and they're perfectly playable, but this one took a little bit more work to get to that point. And then you also have, say, these little guys. So these are called Maya Kelpies. Here's one that was painted in about, hello, there you go. Here's one that was painted in about 5 minutes. Okay, they're like swamp undead creatures. And again, this is perfectly playable, looks good. I would say it's definitely like what they in the industry call tabletop ready. But then this one, I spent a little bit more time on. I did some more detail work on. The bone has had a lot more work done. You can see it's slightly different in terms of its tones. The detail has been kind of picked out on the body a bit more, the leaves and all that stuff. Again, it didn't take too much longer, but it definitely looks better picking out all the details and sort of like exposing all the little droplet bits on him. So this, perfectly playable. This, a little bit more effort. Both good, both very simple, but the edge highlighting that I'm doing on the marine guy at the moment is not too far off. That you can see kind of some of it here. So on these little weird foldy bits, that's essentially edge highlighting, so it just emphasizes those folds. And then there's a little bit of emphasis on all of these little droplet bits as well. So yeah, it's just a little bit, and you can see a bit more. That's like edge highlighting basically. So that's ultimately what it does, but that takes a couple of layers to get to that point. But equally, you know, there's not a huge amount of difference between the two, and obviously the base on this one isn't finished yet. These were the ones I was using in my tutorial as well. And also, for any naysayery types out there, see if you can spot the difference between, let me see, I'm gonna have to try and pick these out now. So that one, and that one. Yeah. So other than obviously one of them's got a slightly different design, the difference between the three of these is that one was primed with dry brushing, one was primed using an airbrush, and one was primed using a rattle can, like a spray can. The only one that slightly stands out is, I think, hang on, let me see. It is hard to tell. I think it's this one. I actually can't tell the difference too well. This one, I think, is the dry brushed one. This one in the middle is the, I'm going to say, the rattle can. And then this one's the airbrushed one on the right. But ultimately, the point that I was proving here is that you can kind of achieve the same effect regardless of which tool you kind of start with. And look for a tutorial in the very near future, perhaps even this weekend, which kind of goes through my basing method for these, my priming method, and possibly even a tutorial on how to paint the Maya Kelpies themselves. But I think that is a good point to wrap things up for today. We've got our 2 hours in. Thank you very much for hanging out with us today, Sass. I appreciate it. And those of you who were lurking, appreciate you too. We are trying to do this every week. So if you want to see some more progress on these Dark Angels, do feel free to tune in. As I stated, there will be a video or potentially 3 smaller videos going up this weekend that outline the process I will be doing the Darkwater Warhammer Quest box with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So take care, and I will see you next time. Toodaloo.